Sorry, was sending invites and links and shit.
I knew who you were. I've always known exactly who you were.
Love my title?
And I also know that you're going to get nominated for Silver Stars. So congratulations, man. I don't want to talk about it. All right, well, you need some sleep, man. I'm fine. Yeah, you are not fine. I'm fine. You are not fine. Now, if you're not going to go home, let me get you sweet. And I'm going to make a call, make an appointment for you to talk to someone. I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm not talking to anybody. Okay, let's get it.
Oh, and guess what?
Let's get some sleep.
I just found out.
Harry says he needs to talk to you.
Oh, I gotta turn down the brightness.
Should I read this read through last year's video IQ playback? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. I'm.
Check this out. Can you read that? There we go. Regis Philbin died. I grew up having my mom watch Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. I grew up watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Oh my God, this world is just crumbling.
He's been here 11 times in the last 3 months.
Oh, guess who's not having surgery Tuesday? I don't know if you saw my status.
He's checking out our routine, see what it takes to have a guy brought up here in the surveillance area. These names and numbers flying by are all the bank account and credit card numbers that Montecito has on file. Every guest who's ever stayed here. This is all the personal information. Someone's breaking our security codes and accessing them as we speak. This whole Dumb and Dumber thing is a scam. Trojan horse. They knew if they did anything illegal, we'd arrest them, but playing dumb would get our attention, and the microchip would raise enough suspicion for us to bring them into the surveillance room. Where's the microchip? Where's the microchip? Hey, we have no control over our computers. We've been overridden. That's why our microchip has its own power source. You talk. Come back into the house. Once the chip is in place, it can only be accessed external. Yeah, this chip is not just a microchip, it's a transmitter. That means I can use the transmitter to phone you. Who's in? The bitch. Call the girl, someone find me.
Kill me. Oh, you and me both. I swear, if I knew. So, you know what? Let me turn this off. I love this show and everything, but it's going to be on until 2 o'clock in the morning, so fuck it. Because I don't need the music right now. I swear to God, I don't want to worry anybody, because believe me, I have no way. But if there was some way, some fucking way, I'm just stopping all of this. I'd end it right now. I can't take much more. I just want to be happy. I just want to be at peace. And I don't think I'll ever get it. Every time I think something's looking good and something's going right in my life, it's like something out there just goes, no, fuck you. You're about to lose it. You're about... We're both about to lose it. This is my insect repellent I made. Amen. again, but I mean, I know I've done some shitty shit in my life. I mean, some really bad shit. Like, I can actually speak about it because I'd never wanted to say anything in front of my mother. And to this day, now that she's gone, I've never actually told her. I felt awful about it for years. But when I first started smoking weed, and my mom was just living up the street from me here, she had a bank account at Webster Bank. And the thing that would aggravate me back then was, because I have done some bad things, and the thing that would aggravate me back then was my mom would have hundreds and hundreds of dollars in her account, and she'd just let it sit there for months on end. And I'm like, Ma, we could be doing this. We could be doing that. You could be doing this. You could be doing that. And she just let it sit there. So I convinced her to let me borrow her ATM card. And I would walk down the street from her house to the bank. And I'd tell her I'm taking out just this amount, this or that, like I'd ask for like $20. I'm only taking out $20, so we can get dinner or whatever. I put the card in, take $100, $200 out. I was stealing from my own goddamn mother. And I kind of half blame that shit on my ex because he convinced me to do that shit all the goddamn time. That jackass Jordan. Oh, I mean, I paid my dues for a lot of the shit I've done. Believe me. But, yeah, like I was about to say, I've done some bad shit. But I think I like you said, I paid my dues. I think this is going a little fucking overboard. Actually, she's never told me anything about doing like shit like that because one, her father passed. She was like me. Her father passed away when she was a teenager. I never met my grandfather. And two, her mother was kind of like me, clingy, and she wanted to get away from her mother a lot of times, so she never stuck around her mother that much. But like I said, I paid my dues. This is going a little fucking overboard. I finally had the chance. Finally, I'm going to get my teeth removed. I'm going to have my dentures. Yay! Then I realized what the fuck they got to do for this goddamn test for COVID. And I have such a huge panic attack that I'm up to like 3 o'clock in the morning last night. And I'm like, I can't do this test. I can't take this COVID test. I can't. I am traumatized by shit like that because of when I overdosed years ago on Tylenol and they end up strapping me down to a fucking gurney and sticking a tube up my nose and down my throat. Okay? So anything that goes past this hole up here in my nose makes me flip. I will not do that. I can't do that. And when I heard it's a 6-inch swab they stick up there and then wheel around for 15 seconds, pop it out, put it up the other side, do the same thing, pop it out. I'm like, no. So now without that, I can't get the surgery done. Oh, this is when I was dating my girlfriend Barbara. We were living in not resident, but like, okay, not a residential facility, but like a group home together where we had our own apartments and shit. And we were dating, and we both had BPD, me and her. And for some reason, I forget exactly why, but the staff at that group home pissed us off, made us feel like shit and everything or whatever. And she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, we'll teach them when they come and find our dead bodies on the floor." And she took out two bottles of Tylenol, put one in front of me, one in front of her. And but the funny thing is, 2 bottles of Tylenol. Say this is the bottle of Tylenol. I'm taking them out several at a time, going, drink, drink. She's sitting there taking one drink, one drink, one drink. I'm like, God, you must not be used to taking pills. But and we're sitting there, and I took the whole bottle, and because she was very manipulative, she convinced me to do it. She's like, "Yeah, we should do this. We should do this." So I was like, "Okay, fine, we'll do this." I took the whole bottle of Tylenol, got scared, and she's tried to. Back then, she had tried suicide so many times. She's so used to calling the fucking ambulance that she noticed that I got scared, and she goes, all right, here. Call 911. We call 911, get to the emergency room. Now, she had told me what being tubed was, how they stick a tube up your nose and down your throat. And when I get there, they're like putting heart monitors on me, and taking blood, putting IV in me and everything, yada, yada. Well, no, they didn't put an IV in me yet. But, put heart monitors on me and shit, taking blood to my vitals and shit. When I overhear one of the doctors go, "Yeah, we're going to have to tube her." Immediately, I got up off the gurney, ripping the heart monitors off and shit. Started putting my clothes back on because I was like in a Johnny coat. And they're like, "What are you doing?" "I'm leaving. I'm gone. You're not sticking no tube up my fucking nose." Bye. Next thing I see is security. 5 or 6 security guards come at me, push my ass down onto the fucking gurney, and strap me down and stick the tube up my nose. First nostril they tried, it started to bleed. They're like, "Okay, we can't do that one. Let's try the other one." Up the nose, down the throat, filling me full of charcoal mist, and mucus smells like fucking rotten eggs. And I'm sitting there barfing my brains out because the mucus, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to bring up all the pills that you took. So I'm sitting there. I couldn't hold it because I was strapped down, but I had a orderly or whatever you want to call them holding the basin while I barf into it. They're like, "Okay, we got to go clean this out. You sure you don't have to barf no more?" I looked at them, I went, "I'm not positive, but you can try." They go and clean it out. Oh, I have tried again, but this time they made me drink the charcoal instead of sticking the tube up my nose. And this time there was no mucus. But when he came back, he goes, "I got to go clean out the basin. I'll be back." He goes to clean out the basin. He goes, "I'm waiting on a new basin. Hold on a second." And gives me one of those amnesis basin. The kidney-shaped bowls? Those little dinky, tiny things. I looked at him and went, "That is not going to be big enough." And he's like, "Well, it's going to have to do." So I felt really good when I barfed, not only all over myself, but all over him. I was like, "Good, you got what you deserved. You're not going to get me the right size basin to barf in, considering I can't hold it my goddamn self because I'm strapped down. Fine." They had to pump me full of all sorts of tranquilizers to calm my ass down. I eventually passed out and woke up in the back in the CIU, the Crisis Intervention Unit. After they finally said, okay, she's good, she don't need to be here anymore, she can go back to the psychiatry part of the emergency room. Now, do you know why I don't want to get the COVID test done? But I don't know if Raylene actually understands yet, because she did listen to my messages on Messenger. But the thing is, what she freaking commented on this, she doesn't get it. And I had to call up my aunt too and let her know too, because she didn't get it either. Because, oh, I know, I'm not getting my teeth done. I got to cancel Monday. But I'm not letting my clinician know until after I go to CMHC Monday and pick up the $25 gift card to Stop and Shop. Because right now I'm starving. All I have to eat in this house are fucking frozen. I don't know. I either have to deal with it the way it is and just keep it that way forever, or keep it that way until it comes a point, which I have no, with this fucking virus, I have no fucking clue how long that's gonna be, where I can finally get the surgery done without having to have a COVID test. God knows when that's gonna be. But first my aunt pops in with, I did a walking COVID over by St. Rayfield. That's where I was supposed to go. Campus. It wasn't that bad. It was like a Q-tip put in super far, and she just twisted it 10 times, then took it and put it in the other side and did the same thing. Then that was it. I thought I was going to freak out over it, but it was really nothing I couldn't handle. Oh, and then there goes another problem. They're going to come up with a vaccine and say, you have to get the vaccine. I haven't been vaccinated for shit since I was like 7 or 8 years old, okay? Because of my fear of fucking needles. I can do getting my blood drawn. I can do an IV. I can even do pricking my finger to check my sugars. The rare times I actually get it done, but still, I can do that. It's vaccines and shots that fucking freak me out, because all I think of is and Novocaine, because like needles in weird places, like my gums and shit. That's why I need to be knocked the fuck out. But, because it's like they're stabbing me with the fucking needle. All I think of is a shot is not, they're slowly inserting it and making sure it doesn't hurt. No, they're jabbing me with it. And I freak. They can try. They can try. It's the thing is, with me, it's, what's the word? Involuntary. I will fucking flip out, and involuntarily, my I won't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be freaking out. And if these doctors get punched and kicked because I'm freaking out, not my fault. I'm freaking out. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's how I got arrested when I was a teenager. I was freaking out because they were trying to restrain me. So I'm swinging my arms left and right. I didn't know I hit this bitch until I got into court for arraignment the next morning. So they want to try to give me a vaccine? Fine. You can try, but you're going to get hurt in the process. Yeah, like I said, they want to give me a fucking vaccine. Go ahead. You can try, but you're going to get hurt in the process. I'm sorry. I'm a big girl, too. I'm fucking 5'7", 260 some odd pounds. You come at me with a needle, I'm going to try to get up and run. And when I get up and try to get up and run, when I'm bolting, I'm going to knock over who's ever in the fucking my way. And you know what? This is how suicidal I fucking am, okay? If I was able, because they say there's also another way to test for COVID. The thing is, but the thing is, where I was going, they aren't doing it that way. They test it also like if you have strep throat. You know how they stick the swab down your throat? That's fine. I've done that a million times growing up. You know how many times I've gone through strep throat? Just stick the swab down there. I gag for a second. Fine. No problem. But this nose thing, no. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm so aggravated. I can do that, no problem. I could do that, no problem. I used to get strep throat at least once a year as a child and a teenager. That's nothing. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. This is how fucking suicidal I am. I told the person on the crisis line last night because like I said, I was going through panic attacks, so I called the crisis line. And I'm telling them, yeah, if I did get this COVID test, and they called me back and they said that it came back positive, I would have just said to them, okay, how long do I have? When do I die? I want to know. I want to know how long I have. Because I want to prepare everything and get everything ready because I don't want any treatment. I just want to die. Just kill me now and just, if I'm positive for COVID, good. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Because I want to die. I want all this aggravation, all this waking up every morning and worrying about something or another, all this fucking pain and sadness and just, I want it all to stop. I want peace. I want peace of mind. And I don't think I'll ever get it again. I'm going to die alone and depressed. And I don't want that. And every time I keep thinking about, even if I did die, because I do want to be cremated like my mother was, who's getting my ashes? I have nobody. Who's getting my mom's ashes? What, am I just gonna die and the whole world's gonna forget about me? Because I'm not that goddamn important. Fine. Then let me disappear into obscurity. I don't care anymore. I have nothing left. Everybody's like, oh, be strong. You can do it. I have no strength left. I'm like a car on empty, okay? I have nothing. I'm tired of people telling me, be strong, keep your head up, you can do it, you can. True, but the thing is, like I said, if I did die and I got cremated, who's getting my ashes? Who's gonna give a fuck that I'm dead other than people that are nowhere able to come and say goodbye to me or nothing like you guys? Hold on, I'm out of juice mix. Notice I'm drinking fucking water. I'm out of everything. I have no food in the house. Oh no, let me rephrase that. I have frozen chicken patties, and that's it in the house. Nothing else. And if I eat chicken patties from today until Friday, I'm gonna look at a chicken and throw up. I'm already tired of them because for the past 3 days I've been eating nothing but chicken patties. That's like 4 chicken patties a day for like 3 days. Okay? Because I eat them 2 at a time. I'm gonna throw up if I look at another fuck. Okay. I'll be back. I'm just gotta switch out the water. Got more in the freezer. Okay.
Hopefully nothing wrong with having a bit of a quiet night. Hopefully you got some meds there, Michael. Michael got meds.
Oh, that's another thing. My neighbor has no roaches. He finally got back to me this morning, and he has no roaches. So I've got nothing until Friday.
We've already been live for 45 minutes, man. That is some fuckery. Saturday nights, I ain't got fuck all to do. Z's, says Daniel. Sam Woody says, who's having a Billy with me? I'm assuming somebody why did punch him with you, Sam? So what's your least favourite strain? That's a fucking question I've never been asked. My least favourite strain? That's actually a really good question. The one strain I didn't really have a good sort of experience with was Skittles. It tasted fire, smelled fire, and looked amazing. But it flared up my anxiety like crazy, man. Mad fucking chest pains. I could barely finish the fucking eggs and stuff. It was too much for me. I would never get it again. So it's got to be my least favourite strain. Time isn't real, anyone says, Bo. It's an illusion. It's a figment of the imagination. Time is what you make it. Hi, yay, I'm not going to have the surgery, says Kelly. Hey, come Kelly, what's brought that up? Hopefully nothing serious. I needed to stay sane, says Michael. I love the PS4 in the background. Yeah, I turned it on to fucking plug my phone into charge and I didn't even do that. So thank you, FR. I'll dab one with you, says B. Scott. Fucking off Daniel says Sam. I figure
everything sucks ass.
Questions. That's very interesting. Skittles.
Life sucks ass.
You know what I mean. Yeah, dude.
Sorry, I'm talking to you and my friend on YouTube at the same time.
Is obviously what's your most favourite or what's the strongest weed you've ever smoked? Yeah. Thanks for thinking outside the box, dude. I have a problem with the way they do the COVID test. I feel you. I haven't had it done yet, Kelly, but it looks like a very uncomfortable experience. I'm not looking forward to it either. Apparently there are other ways of doing it, obviously you take the temperature and all that jazz, but it's
6 inches.
Long, and it's being fed through your nose, because obviously your nose and your mouth connect as one. And yeah, it's got to go down the back of your throat. I've seen, it's just going to be one of those. Not looking forward to that. But hey, there's a first time for everything, right? Some White Widow got me so high. I lost my keys and looked 45 minutes only to realise I was holding them in my hands. One time, Storm, I was running around the fucking house, screaming and shouting, where the fuck is my hat? Carrying on like a fucking dick. Make it to the bathroom, of course there's the big mirror and it's on my fucking head. Right. Being there, done that, did I feel incredibly stupid? Yes. Time says, ain't no mofo sticking something up my nose. Well, if it's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. It's a large Q-tip swab, yeah. Biggest Q-tip I've ever seen. They shove it down your nose until it hits the back of your Yes. That'll put fucking hairs on your chest right away. Fuck that. The process that everyone avoids reminds me of how they put the hooks to remove pieces of brain.
Everything's success, life, the world, the universe, existence.
There's some unique methods out there, dude, of going about things and going, I'm not a fan of it. But like I said, what has to be done has to be done. Brian said it doesn't hurt, it just tickled like a son of a bitch. Well, fucking mad respect for Brian, man. I couldn't do it. I imagine Rand has probably had it done too. Yo, what's up, Dabster? Good afternoon. How the fuck are you doing? Welcome. Storm says, where are you from, bro? I was born and raised in Wales in the United Kingdom. Emigrated to Australia. I lived there for 11 and a half years. Got my citizenship within the first year. Now I've been in Cali for 2. A little bit of all over the place there, Storm, but I was born in Wales. Yeah, do you regret moving to the USA? Because I think about moving, making a new start. I don't regret it at all, Michael. I wish I went about it a different way. I could have approached it at a different angle, and I wish that I did more research prior to coming here. But no, I don't regret it at all. It's all a life experience, my friend, and I am incredibly honored and grateful to have met the people that I have done. Incredibly lucky and grateful to have seen and done the things that I've done in the time of being here. So no.
Thank you for just sitting here. I know it's kind of boring. Just, hey, Raylene.
It's because I overdosed on Tylenol years ago. Hopefully I said that correctly. Tylenol. Had my stomach pumped, i.e. tubes through the nose, stem throat. It's kind of like PTSD for me. Okay, I totally understand that, Kelly. I am sorry about that, Kelly. You always know, I know, like you said, it's a couple of weeks ago, but if you're ever struggling with anything, you've got me on Facebook. So please hit me up. I never want to hear that again, Kelly. I want to see you happy, healthy, in good spirits. Leave a like, boys, says Daniel. Thank you, lad. I had the COVID test, and it came back negative. But it does tickle like crazy. It made me sneeze. Yeah. Obviously, if you've got like crazy gag reflexes and shit, you're not going to be able to like.
How you doing, Raylene?
Some people, but
how's the world treating you? Like shit, like everybody else?
Antonio says, laughing my ass off, please, Scott. Sam says, I was born in the UK and moved to Oz when I was 5. Damn. Okay. I was about 11 or 12. Sam? Yeah. It was a good move, bro. I did a lot of my growing up in Australia.
Oh, we're both at the end of our ropes.
I really did.
Ain't that right, Steph?
Chill. Chill, brother. I am fucking chill. Yeah. Who's Beddoes rapper? Well, you didn't say that. No. I thought you meant like who I prefer. Who's the better rapper? That's a hard question. One man has a totally different style of fucking Brian, man. Well, it's totally different styles. It's hard to say.
Exactly. Life blows. Nothing new.
He's on his own fucking, he's on his own league there, dude. Fucking crazy cunt. If you could choose to live the lifestyle of one animal for one day, ocean or land, which experience would you choose? A bird.
Oh, that's easy. I'd be a dolphin.
I'm not a bird anyway, dude. I love to see what's out there.
I love
Bird is
the
massive,
water. I
dude.
love
It's fucking
swimming.
so huge.
Just not in the ocean
You could
because
travel around the USA, bro, and feel
I
like you've
stepped
traveled
on
the
crap in
world, you know
this
what I mean? It's
polluted
so
bullshit
vast.
and
There's
cut my
stuff out
foot
there,
open.
bro,
But
that makes you go,
if I was a
how
dolphin, that'd be
on the
different.
fucking earth is this on the same planet as me? We made this? No, that can't be true. Next on the cards for me is Egypt. I am fucking obviously waiting a couple of years, man.
Oh, if you, oh fuck you, yay! I've always wanted to see the pyramids.
But yeah, I got to see Egypt before I knock on wood, take that staircase. I remember only small parts of the UK pretty much grew up here. I remember it all, dude. I remember it all. I'm very thankful that I have as good of a memory as I do. I do like to re-jog it all the time. I watch old movies, old music. If I still had them, watch old home movies that we filmed. But yeah, dude, I always try and jog the memory again. Timekeeper says, fuck being a slug. Yeah, bro. That would suck. Spend the day being the most slowest animal there is.
And I think the title of this stream is absolutely appropriate because it is. 2020 is killing me slowly. If I'm alive January 1st, 2021, it'll be a miracle.
I can't believe I've been friend-zoned by a skeleton. I need more context on this. I can't believe I've been friend-zoned by a skeleton. Yeah. Today I learned that in 2019, a saxophonist was hired to compose a song for the critically endangered New Zealand bird, the kakapo, in order to put them in a romantic mood for mating. It seems to have worked, as 249 eggs were laid and 76 hatched during the breeding season. Now that part. The year is 2022. You and your old gang shoot down Amazon delivery drones and sell their contents for a living. Is this a prompt or a prophecy? It's an instruction. Lin-Manuel Miranda is the new John Green. Lin-Manuel Miranda is John Green if John Green had written and produced Italia. I wish I didn't understand this post. Are you an pirate or yo-ho-ho pirates? I'm not paying $600 for Photoshop there. Liar! The toughest one of them all. Tea's just lean water. Yeah, well, coffee's just bean water. Wow! It's like everything is made of things. This door's a rectangle. This poster is just ink paper. This lemonade is just lemon water. Wow! It's like you can combine ingredients to make things that are more enjoyable than the initial parts of the equation. Sure is a magical world we live in. The sarcasm is fatal. Firstborn children are the dumbest currency ever. Like, what if I never planned on having a child, huh? Oh, hi, you old witch from the forest. I want abs and $4 billion. You can have all of my children to return, to be honest. You know, I have firstborns like you can do about first or so words. Shut up, you dumb currency. The perfect couple. One person has cold hands. The other has warm hands. Together they maintain the ideal temperature for hand-holding relationship. Thermodynamic equilibrium. So, which of you is the source and which is the sink? Outdated beans should be called memories. Thanks to memories. Even if they weren't so dank, they taste like you. Only piece of media. Here's a female assassin. Nice. She kills her monks by seducing them and... she kills her monks by seducing their wives and convincing them to murder their husbands. Go on. I swear my cats have developed a division of labor when it comes to pestering me for stuff. One of them only bugs me about empty food bowls, and the other only bugs me about empty water bowls. Never vice versa. I have literally watched the cat who only asked for water run and fetch the other cat so she could give me hell about the food situation. Cats are incredibly intelligent, but so weird. You know, you don't have to ship things just to a binder. You could deliver them and still poor thing. While praise to electrical pencil speaking. Noah's mythology. Right, so the
I
universe
love
is all centered
PMC
around
more.
this giant fucking interdimensional space tree. And Earth is at one of its roots. And it grows up through all these other realms with like giants and shit in them. And the gods live in the two at the top. Greek mythology. Fuck! Our gods live on that hill right over there. Well, it's nice that we get the gods. Imagine being immortal and suddenly you remember all these.
I saw what you put up on Facebook, Rayleigh. Yo, it's not that hot here anymore. Believe me, it was. So I know what you're going through. Okay. But I heard we're getting another heat wave over here, so it's like, oh, we're crying out loud. Can I talk to you about something serious for a second, Raylene? Because I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to talk to you about this calmly because it kind of hurt. Because I didn't really like something you said when you commented on my post earlier about I shouldn't blame my mental illness on everything. And the fact that you said that just kind of hurt because that's what that slut used to say to me, Angel, all the goddamn time. Because I would be sad and depressed and shit, and I'd say, well, if you understood BPD, maybe you would understand me. And she'd go, well, maybe it's just not your mental illness. Maybe you're blaming it on your mental illness, but it's you. It's not your mental. Stop blaming your mental illness for. She used to tell me that all the goddamn time. And because you said that, I was just like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be calm about this. You know, I just want to let you know that kind of hurt. Because a lot of the shit that goes on up in here, I have no fucking control over. I can't stop this shit. I wish I could. Ah, fuck. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then I got people telling me that I should get on fucking more psychiatric meds. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's just what I need. More of Big Pharma down my fucking throat. Big Pharma has never done anything for me welcome back, when it comes to my mental illness. I have been on so many meds over my life, and it started at the age of 5. Okay? There's 35 years of different types of medication for mental illness that have done nothing. If they can't find something by now, I doubt there's anything. Oh, I don't care about that. Because when I was on the phone with the crisis center last night for these panic attacks I was having, this bitch kept telling me, oh, maybe you should go to the hospital. You sound so... Like, one, no, because I'm not going to do nothing. There's nothing I can do that is guaranteed to kill me. So, no, you don't need to put me in the hospital. 2, you put me in the hospital. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Steph. Pills aren't always the goddamn answer. You stick me in the hospital, all they're going to do is throw me on more drugs. And either it's not going to do shit, or it's not going to do shit but give me crazy ass fucking side effect, like turn me into a fucking zombie. So no. The only thing that does fucking work, I can't get because it's federally illegal. Now, if I were to move to a state where it was recreationally legal, I'd have no goddamn problems. All I'd need to do is get a state ID. But no, I'm stuck in this godforsaken state. Kill me. What's this? Oh. Well, thank God none of y'all are in South Texas. Hurricane Hannah just hit there. You should be used to hurricanes, Raylene. I've been through a few up here.
Oh, God, jeez. What's wrong? I just remember that time in 1654 when the tavern maid said, "Enjoy thy meal," and I replied with, "These, well, what the fuck is with English teachers in B?"
Oh. I didn't know you had family down there. Fuck. It's not that simple. I need this. I don't have this. Well, do monsoons come with the wind like fucking hurricanes? Because I know their monsoons are a ton of rain, but do they come with the wind too? Because that's the scary part about fucking hurricanes. It's not so much the rain, it's the wind. Hurricanes literally blow. Oh, I didn't know. I've never been through a monsoon. I can't go nowhere else. I need this before I can go anywhere. And I don't have this. My GoFundMe page sucks. I don't even bother checking it anymore. Why bother? It's going to be $0. Every time I fucking check, it's $0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Fuck life. I can't. It's been up for over a month. Why did I even bother? I knew something like this was going to happen. Oh, I'll start a GoFundMe page. I won't have to get all the money by myself. I'll get a little bit of help. No, I don't even get a little bit of help. Why do my ears are always the hottest thing on me? I don't even know that. Why? It just...
Like, write a story about a deep and personal memory that impacted your life. Ma'am, if I do that, you're going to send me to the counselor's office. You don't want that, do you? Today I learned that according to legend,
No, I ain't important enough. I ain't, you know...
the corgi was a gift from woodland fairies, and their markings were caused by saddles and stirrups placed on their backs. How can you spend hundreds of years breeding a dog into a little sausage shape, and then just forget about it and say fairies did it? Hey, are you the real Denny's? What? What have you heard? Who have you been talking to?
Good work, YouTube.
What is up, YouTube, and welcome
There
to
we go. I just wanted to play that so it'd be in my history for later. Is it Jackrabbit? Oh, I left it over there. Jackrabbit. Check the bag. No, I didn't. I left it over there. Fuck it. Sorry, just checking out what's going on with Comic-Con at home on YouTube. Okay, let me go back to where I left off last time because I never did finish that video. Where is it? Oh, come on, where is it? Did I pass it? Yes, I did.
So, number 8, Angelica Houston was originally cast in the movie. The role of feisty and somewhat annoying art sculptress Delia Deeds was played by Catherine O'Hara, aka Kevin McAllister's mum. However, originally Angelica Houston was cast in the role, but sadly she had to step.
You actually did something that made you tired. Me, I'm beat just because I have nothing left. But anyways.
Even more intimidating and more of a force to be reckoned with. But sadly, it was not to be, and Burton had to convince O'Hara to take on the role. But Houston would go on to star in other supernatural movies, such as The Witches and The Addams Family. As for the role of teenage daughter Lydia Deetz, well, the production team searched high and low for the right actress for the role. Actresses that were considered include Lori Loughlin, Diane Lane, Sarah Jessica Parker, Brooke Shield, Justine Bateman, Molly Ringwald, and Jennifer Connelly, but they all turned down the role.
You bunch of losers!
Nice fucking model!
Juliette Lewis auditioned, but it was Winona Ryder who won director Tim Burton over, mainly because he liked her performance in Lucas. And well, let's be honest, Ryder totally pulled off the goth look. Number 7. Burton chose the Calypso soundtrack to make the movie feel more fun and playful. Beetlejuice features a killer soundtrack by Danny Elfman, which in my opinion is one of his finest scores yet. But oddly enough, the movie also features a lot of R&B and Calypso songs, which is
I have no idea. This is why my house looks like this.
House movie. But yet it's still somehow
Because I'm so fucking out of it mentally and emotionally that I have no energy to do anything like that. I can't. I have nothing. Like I said, I have nothing left.
works and makes the movie feel that bit more unique. I mean, come on, let's face it. How can anyone forget the classic Day-O scene? The songs chosen for the movie are a unique choice, as you would have thought they would have opted to go for modern pop songs by artists who were in the charts at the time, like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies did. Well, Burton chose this unique music to make the movie feel more fun and playful. And I'm glad he did, as it's made the movie timeless. Had they gone for contemporary 80s music, it would have aged the movie. I mean, just look at the Prince songs in Tim Burton's Batman movie, which came out just 1 year after Beetlejuice. And it's a good thing that Burton decided to go for this unique list of old songs, as in the original script, there was a scene where Lydia Deetz was lip-syncing to the song When a Man Loves a Woman. Yeah, you know, like how you would expect a goth teenage girl from the 80s to do. And in a twist, when the actor who played Otho, Len Shardix, died, Day-O was played at his funeral. Number 6, Tim Burton originally wanted Sammy Davis Jr. to play Beetlejuice. It's near damn impossible to imagine anyone else but the legendary Michael Keaton in the role of Beetlejuice. He totally owns it.
Sammy Davis Jr. as Beetlejuice.
He kind of owns the entire movie. What with his delightful vulgarity.
That's why I didn't do 2 shows.
Hey, timekeeper.
However, Keaton wasn't Burton's original choice for Beetlejuice. It was oddly enough Sammy Davis Jr., which is, well, different. However, Warner Brothers didn't want the former Rat Pack member who was 63 at the time. So Michael Keaton it was. However, I would love to travel to a parallel universe where a Beetlejuice version starring Sammy Davis Jr. exists. just because Sammy Davis Jr. would have been so radically different from Keaton. I wonder what it would have been like. Number 5. Michael Keaton took on the part because he liked Tim Burton. In a recent interview, Michael Keaton discussed his casting process with Beetlejuice and said that Burton approached him and was talking to him about Beetlejuice. But Keaton just didn't really understand any of what Burton was saying and couldn't
Chicken
quite
patties.
grasp the movie or the
Again.
character. But he was interested
4
because he
nights in
liked
a
Burton
row.
and thought that he was a unique guy.
Or nothing, probably nothing. Because I'm getting, if I eat another chicken patty, I'm going to throw up.
Due to his fondness of Burton. Burton encouraged Keaton to find his look for the character. And Beetlejuice's look in the movie totally comes from Keaton himself, as it was Keaton's idea to give him crazy hair, which according to Keaton was to look
I'm
like
probably
he'd
not going
just
to
been
eat until
electrocuted,
Monday.
along with chunks of mold on his face. And so when Keaton turned up on set in his Beetlejuice makeup, Burton was totally sold on the look, and the rest is history. Speaking of which, what color is Beetlejuice's hair anyway? I always thought that his hair was blonde, but a lot of media resources
Green.
say that his hair is green. In the makeup test, you can clearly see it was green. But if you look here, you can clearly see it's blonde. And sometimes I see pics where it looks blonde with little tints. Well, what color is Beetlejuice's hair? Is it blonde or is it green? I just can't figure this out. Number 4. Test audiences wanted a happier ending. When Beetlejuice was being test audiences, the audiences actually grew a fondness of the Beetlejuice character and didn't want his punishment at the end of the movie to be too harsh or severe. You see, originally the movie ended with Beetlejuice being stuck in the Maitland's model, which was plagued by sandworms, where I'm guessing it was implied that he was left to his doom. But test audiences expressed that they wanted to see Beetlejuice get his comeuppance, not too harshly. So an alternative ending was filmed with Beetlejuice in the afterlife reception waiting room, where after trying to jump the line, he gets a shrunken head. But Beetlejuice, determined not to let things faze him, insists that it's probably a good look
I
for
still
him.
have an appetite. Like, right now I'm starving, but if I eat another
I think
fucking
this
chicken
is
patty, I'm
the
going to
perfect
turn
ending
into
for
a
the character.
fucking chicken
As like
patty.
the character himself, it's very comical and tongue-in-cheek, without going into straight-up Beetlejuice's no more territories. Number 3, there was an insane animated series.
Oh, I
Along
loved
with
it.
Ghostbusters, when
Beetlejuice
came
animated
out,
series was
there was
awesome.
surprise over just how much of a massive hit it was, and one of the biggest fans of the movie were children, which led to a lot of merchandising to appeal to the young Beetlejuice fans. This includes a figurine lineup, which I actually didn't know about until recently. And
I
in
have
my
nothing
opinion,
else.
It looks like a very underrated lineup. And there was, of course, the Beetlejuice NES game, which I also think wasn't common, which is a shame as it wasn't that bad, and just like the movie, it was very surreal. But the Beetlejuice child fandom really peaked in 1989 with the Beetlejuice animated series. Lasting for 2 seasons, this show was just insane. I mean, it was just off-the-wall mental. It was weird, it was bizarre, it was surreal, and very energetic. And thus, when I was a kid, I loved it. One thing that did bother me with the animated series, though, is that it does somewhat greatly deviate from the movie. The Maitlands, for a start, are nowhere to be seen. Beetlejuice now has a burgundy shirt, and he and Lydia are now best friends and frequently go on adventures together. But nevertheless, it was fun, wacko, and totally insane, and us 90s kids couldn't get enough of
If
it.
you have something else I can eat,
Number
then
2,
I'll eat it, but
deleted
I can't
and alternative
do this
scenes.
chicken patty
As with
shit
most
every
movies,
fucking
there's
day.
always going to be deleted and
I'm
alternative
sorry, I'm not trying to be
scenes, and
mean.
Beetlejuice is no exception.
I know I come
While
off as
some
a
of the
bitch. I
deleted
don't
and
mean to.
alternative scenes for Beetlejuice is just as insane as the movie itself. For example, I mentioned earlier about the scene that was filmed where Beetlejuice is stuck in the afterlife reception waiting room. Well, recently on the net, this pic has surfaced, which shows Beetlejuice in the waiting room, along with that old guy, you know, the one at the start of the movie who offered to cut Adam's hair for his vacation. Originally, the Beetlejuice snake looked more like an actual snake, and nowhere near as creepy as the Beetlejuice snakehead that was eventually used. My favourite of the deleted scenes is this one, when the Dietzes go into the attic, where the Maitlands hang out the window, where we see the perspective of them hanging out the window from the outer dimension, with even a sandworm approaching them. This answers a question I always had as a kid, as I couldn't figure out why, whenever they left the house, they were in this weird dimension, but that dimension doesn't seem to be present when they're hanging out the window. Well, now that is answered. But the most interesting deleted scene involves the dimension outside the Maitland's house. As mentioned, it's a dimension that looks like another planet and is plagued by giant worms. But originally, the dimension surrounding the Maitland's house was going to be much different. Originally, it was a dark black space with giant gears flying around the place, of which, if you stumble into this dimension, the menacing gears are going to try and ram into you. It's almost like these gears are operating reality itself. However, it's just not as interesting.
Yeah,
or as
exactly.
effective as what was eventually used. Now, something I find interesting is
So
the
it
footage of
sucks
Alec
24/7,
Baldwin stepping into the
7
giant
days a week,
gears dimension.
365
It's the
days a
exact
year.
same footage used of him on the Earthworm planet.
Because nothing goes
Only they
good
just
for me.
changed the background.
Nothing.
So when you watch that scene in Beetlejuice and you see Alec Baldwin reacting to the giant earthworm, well, when the film was being made, he was actually referring to, well, a giant metal gear. Number 1, Beetlejuice is hardly in the movie. Without a doubt, Michael Keaton is considered the main star of Beetlejuice. Heck, even the movie's poster proudly declares Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice, without any mentioning of any of the other actors in the movie. But oddly enough, Beetlejuice is hardly in his own movie. In fact, he only appears in the movie for a measly 17 minutes. And that famous black and white stripy suit everyone associates the character with is only in the movie for what feels like 5 minutes. I mean, we see Beetlejuice more in his tour guide costume and his burgundy groom costume than we do his stripy suit. In fact, Beetlejuice doesn't even fully show up in the movie properly until what feels like halfway through the movie. In fact, as a kid, I always felt that Beetlejuice was the Maitland story, as the movie follows their journey of dealing with the afterlife. And of course, the movie pays a lot of focus on the Lydia character and her feelings of isolation and friendship with Adam and Barbara. And even the other Dietzes and Ofo get more of a story and screen time than Beetlejuice. In other words, Beetlejuice is barely a side character in his own movie.
She meant nothing to me. Nothing at all.
So how did we not notice this for the longest time? Well, my guess is because of the performance of Michael Keaton was so powerful that even though his appearance was used sparingly, it was still strong enough to dominate the movie and to be the movie's biggest lasting impact. Well, guys, that was my look into Beetlejuice, and I simply cannot praise this movie enough. It's a brilliant movie and was always a favourite in my childhood, and still is even now in my adulthood. I love this movie's quirky feel and its imagination and its interesting visuals. Even if some of the special effects have aged somewhat, they still have charm about them. Anyway, I'm Meaty.
Yeah, true. True. I've watched this video before, but it was before I ever saw Hamilton. And now that I've seen Hamilton, I want to see it again. Official Hamilton flash mob at Vanderbilt University.
Sir, you handles the finance. You touch the purse, sir. Yes, don't think you congratulate you. Join the revolution. I'm not stupid. How did you congratulate so fast? It was my parents dying right before they passed.
Oh.
I wish there was more than anyone born. Guys, might even drink. That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice.
Less. Smile more. Know what you're against or for your for.
Yeah, serious. Go on ahead. Yes. Fools who run their mouths off flying from head. Yo, what time is it? Showtime! Showtime, yo, I'm down Roberts in the place to be. That's who might just stand out, but I'm working on 3. The red coats don't want to be, because I will not take the back. It's hostile, I'm free. I really wanna be, my friend, and I am. That's the law of the revolutionary set. I can't put my body to the table, I'm telling you, nothing clouds 7. Say why? I am working quality. I'm loving it. Because I heard your mother say, horses and horses. Of course, it's hard to have a course of a course. That's a course. No more sex. Blow me another cruise. Let's raise a couple more. True revolution. Well, it ain't the prodigy of Princeton College. Give us the verse. Good luck with that. Taking a stand. You said, I'm a set. We'll see where we land. Where the revolution's into this. What are you stalling for? If you stand for nothing, or what would you fall for? Who are you? Who are you? Who is this kid? What's he gonna do? I am not from a lady
I love this song. It's like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm watching a Hamilton flash mob at Vanderbilt University. Oh, yeah, I meant to check out the Red Sox game yesterday because it was their first game. And when the minute before the game started, and they were doing all the pregame shit, and they're showing empty Fenway Park with just the players there, I'm like, okay, this is going to be boring. Bye. Because I'm a huge Red Sox fan. And I've been waiting for baseball to fucking start because of this fucking virus. I'm sorry, this virus is pissing me off. It's ruining everything in my life. But I turned it on yesterday and I'm like, oh, fuck? Okay. Oh, you're waiting for football. Fucking football. The only time I watch football is the Super Bowl. We're your boys. Are you what? Are you waiting for football? What? Because if you're a Buccaneers fan, I'm going to crack up because you got our problem. You got Tom Brady. Oh, Cowboys. You're a Dallas fan. Ah. I take it Timekeeper is not a Cowboys fan. Hey, Tuxedo. What's the matter, Tuxedo? Are you in the same boat me and Steph and Raylene are? I don't know about Timekeeper. He hasn't said much about being depressed. But are you in the same boat me, Steph, and Raylene are? Because we're all tired of 2020. I haven't been on YouTube much because the only way I can get on YouTube is through my computer, because if you want to stream on YouTube on your phone, you have to have 1,000 or more subscribers, and I only have 200 some odd. Oh, and I just reached 100 followers on TikTok. That I'm happy about. I wish I could show you some of the TikToks I've done. This is why you guys got to download the fucking app and follow me so you can see. I've done some really good shit. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, you are not kidding. That was awesome. Get out of here. And I have been on the computer because of the heat wave. Now that it's cooler out, I can do this because my AC is over there pointing at my bed. And I usually sit on my bed all day. I don't come over here because I can't feel that. Oh, fuck. That's not it. Because the thing is, Trump is just butt fucking hurt because TikTok ruined his goddamn rally, so he's trying to get rid of it. Yes, it is based in China, the app itself, but the servers for America are in Singapore. Okay? So, and Singapore even said, no matter how much China begs us for Americans' information, we are not going to give it to them. So, like I said, he's just fucking butthurt because TikTokers ruined his goddamn rally. That's all. Oh, bunch of TikTokers. When he had that fucking rally where he said, no mask required, come, please. Just, he said there was going to be millions of people and shit. A bunch of TikTokers reserved tickets and didn't go. So to make the crowd look even smaller. And he got pissed. And now he wants to get rid of it. Exactly. Like there's a scene in he's hold on, connection unstable. Okay, I'm back. He is showing Doc the video of him that he filmed showing Marty the time machine and everything. And it's the 1950s, so everything back then was made in America, great. Made in America, great. And so he's looking at the camcorder going, oh, well, no wonder it sucks ass. It's made in China. No, it's from the third one. Because he's showing Doc something saying that it's not working and shit, and he's looking at the time machine and looking at like microchips and shit. And he's going, oh, no wonder. It says made in China. No wonder it sucks. And Marty looks at him and goes, because you got to remember, like I said, it's the 1950s. He goes, oh, no. In the future, everything's made in China. The best things are made in China. Yep. Oh, did you watch that TikTok I sent you, Steph? Notice he wants to open all the schools and send all the kids to school. But wait. Oh my God. Barron Trump. His school is closed. Gee, I wonder why that is. He doesn't want his kid to die. He wants your kids to die. Thank you and have a nice day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Steph. It's beyond dumb. Yeah. Well, grandparents, they're in nursing homes, so they're good. They've got, doctors and nurses around them all the time. And they like, before my mom passed away, they didn't, where my mom lived, they didn't let her out the door at all. She could barely walk out of her room, let alone go anywhere. So I don't think they have problems with the grandparents. But the kids, they want to send them back to school. Oh, that's smart. Oh, you mean the memory test that I get given to me every time I get put into the hospital for mental health reasons? Okay. I want you to remember these 4 words: apple, book, pen, hand. Okay, say them back to me. Apple, book, pen, hand. A little while later, after we do talk about some more shit, they go, okay, what were those 4 words? Apple, book, pen, hand. Oh, gee, you're a fucking genius. Okay, timekeeper. Okay. But anyways. What did I want to do? I forgot what I wanted to do. I went here for some reason. I'll be right back. Bladder's calling my name. Oh, yay. Oh, it's 1 minute till 4:20 somewhere. Doesn't help me none because I have no weed. I even asked my neighbor for roaches. He doesn't even have that shit. I'm fucked until Friday when it comes to weed. Oh, thank you, Tuxedo. I need my insect repellent. Homemade insect repellent. Basically, it's just oh, it's over there. I will show it to you. But it's lemongrass, essential oil, and water. They don't like the smell of the lemongrass. But I love it. I love the smell. It smells so good. Think about making my own perfume. You know, get some essential oils and just mix it up with some water. Because this smells good. If I still had the rose one, I'd wear that as perfume. And what am I going to do? What was I about to do? I know this smells so good. What was I going to do? Fuck it. Why not? Not yet. I haven't heard anything new yet. That they're still talking about it, and that it's more than likely we're gonna get it, but they're still talking about it. See, my thing is, talk all you want to talk. When you actually have a date on when I'm gonna get it, or like a time frame on it's coming out between this date and that date, then talk to me. Until then, fuck off. I don't care. Fuck it. I'll restart it. I love this fucking musical. The music from this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Hamilton.
George III.
I fucking adore it. Lin-Manuel Miranda, I adore you.
Please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. All photography and video recording is strictly prohibited. Thank you, and enjoy my show.
Oh, fuck you, King George.
Wisconsin, trapped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean. I tried against impoverished and squalor. Grow up to be a hero and a scholar. $10. Founding father without a father. Got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter. And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside, he was longing for something.
Oh, wait. I got a funny story to tell you about this musical. When it first came to Broadway from off-Broadway, because it was like on off-Broadway for maybe like about a month, and then they were like, oh, this is so good, we got to put it on Broadway. But not too long after it came to Broadway, after dipshit got elected, Pence went to go see it. And I love what happened. What do you mean? Like you don't need a team or something? I don't know. I know nothing about that game. But Pence went to go see it not too long after dipshit got elected, and he was still president-elect. And he's in the audience, and just as the show's ending, the guy who was playing Aaron Burr. Oh, I see. You want to be in a private lobby doing shit, but I see what you're saying. Stood up on stage and saw Pence walking out the door. And just as Pence was about to walk out the door, he goes, wait. Everybody in the audience, I want you to get your phones out. This is the time you can film. I want you to film this because I want this to go worldwide, across Twitter, everywhere. Share it as much as possible about what I'm about to say. And he pulled out like a couple of like index cards, and he's sitting there basically telling Pence, now that you're going to be vice president, you need to tell Trump, since Trump wasn't there, Pence was, that he needs to do this and that. He needs to stop acting like a dickhead and hating people and shit and blah, 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 blah. And just started rattling off. Pence didn't even stay. He walked out before he can even hear anything this dude said. I'm like, fucking asshole. And there's a line in one of the songs that I absolutely adore, because you got to remember, Lafayette was from France, and Alexander Hamilton was originally from the Caribbean. And in one of the lines from this song actually became a song itself on the Hamilton mixtape. Hamilton and Lafayette are standing there, and they say to each other, immigrants, we get the job done. And they give each other a high five. You can hear it when I play it during this movie. You can hear the whole audience saying, wow, yeah. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Because this was filmed not too long before dipshit became president in June of 2016. I love it.
Deal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came, devastation drained. A man saw his future dripping down the drain. With a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain. And he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Mother word gotta go. He said, this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send it to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from what you came.
Wake up! Is that better? My name is Alexander Hamilton. The things I haven't done. Just you wait.
And Alex got better, but his mother went to whack. Living with the cousin committed suicide. Left him with nothing but blue and pride. Something new inside of one saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. Started retreating and reading every tree was so shell. There would be nothing left to do for someone less to do. He would have been dead, that's the truth. Without his sense of destitution, started walking. I keep walking, taking up the land, drinking sugar cane and rolling on the kids he can't afford. Every book he can get his hands on. Man, all the preachers see him now as he stands on the bow of the ship headed for a new land. In New York, you can be a new man.
New York, you can be a new man. New York, you can be a new man. New York, you can be a new man. New York. Sander Hamilton.
See if you can try another river coming up from the
Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, him, me. I'm the damn fool that shot him. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I love this music. Oh.
Pardon me, are you Aaron Burke, sir? That depends who's asking. Oh, well,
Sure, sir.
I'm not
We're
Alexander
Dr.
Hamilton. I'm at your
service, sir.
I have been
Yeah.
looking for you. I'm getting nervous.
Nervous.
Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. But I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours. I may have punched him to learn. Sir, he handles the financials. You punched the
Bursar?
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to do what you did, graduate into and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how do you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? Was my parents' dying wish before they passed. You're an orphan, of course. I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war that we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for. Can I buy you a drink? That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice.
Talk less. Smile more.
Don't let
And know what you're against or what you're for. Okay.
Can't be serious. You wanna get ahead.
Head. Those open house are wind up dead.
Yo, what time is it? Showtime! Like I said. Showtime! Yo, I'm John Rollins in the place to be. And 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it with me, cause I will pop all happy stops till I'm free. Leave mon ami, je me fais Lafayette. Le maintenant, tout à fait belle dans les sets. I came from the fire, just to stand on fire to the king, to the 12. He's the next. Say what? I can work to these mulligans up in the loving it. Guess I heard your mother say, come again. Like a bitch out of symbols. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse before set to course. Oh, no more sex for me, another bruise. Let's raise a couple more.
Ooh, Sean.
Give us a verse, drop some
Knowledge.
Good luck with that. You're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit. We'll see where we land. The revolution's imminent. What do you stall for? If you stand for nothing,
Zipper, what do you fall for?
Who are you?
Who are you? Who is
I am not
gonna weigh my shot? I am not throwing away my shot. Yes, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
I'm sure the guys are dead. I'm astonished. The problem is without a lot of brains, but no polish. I got a heart just to heard every word. I drop the knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, and my mind is over. These New York City streets get cold. I show every is to canvas up into a frame within his head dogs and never spent out the name. I am the
E-N-E-S-E-N-E-E-R. We are meant to be.
You are Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. They King George turns around on suspended spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free, so there will be a revolution in this century. Enter me.
He says it for them to see.
Don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free eventually.
What? What's so funny? I love this. This was my dream, was to do this. Be on the Broadway stage. Yes, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
I dream of life without a monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy. Are you saying? I are anarchy. When I fight to break the other side.
Anarchy.
Yo, I'm Matilda's apprentice, and I got John.
My eyes itch.
I'm joining the rebellion to know what's my chance to socially advance. Instead, it's always the best of all takers.
Shot.
But we'll never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I do or die. Until I sally in on a stallion with the first black battalion. Now another shot.
Geniuses, lower your voices. Keep by the trouble and double your choices. I'm with you. But the situation is fraught. You got to be carefully told. If you talk, you're gonna get shot.
Hey, check what we got. This is the lap. My dead car, I dance a lot. I think your pants look hot. Goings on, I do a lot. Such a plot, blacker than the kettle call in the pot. What are the odds of gods who put us all in one spot? I'm gonna start a conventional wisdom, like it or not. A bunch of revolutionary manumission abolitionists. Give me a position, show me where the ignition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. Shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud.
Let's get this guy in front of a crowd.
Throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yes, I'm just like the country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yes, I'm just like the country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my. Oh, 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 oh. Rise up, you need your knees, you rise up. He need to rise up. He's gotta rise up. He's gonna rise up. When these colonies gonna rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? These colonies gonna rise up. Rise up.
You must leap 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get Pakistani. Ask anybody why we live fast. And we laugh, reach for a blast. We have to make this moment last. That's Benny, scratch me. This is not a moment.
Not only do I love this because of the music, but I've always been interested in this Revolutionary War. Another one of my favorite musicals is 1776. Really good one. The guy who plays John Adams in that is Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yes, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Rise up, bro. Rise up. Rise Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, up, rise up.
I may not live to see our glory.
Glory.
I may not live to see our glory, but I will
They'll
gladly
gladly
join
join the fight.
But I will gladly join the fight. And when our
Children tell our story.
when our children tell our story, they'll tell
They're the story of tonight.
Let's have another round tonight. Let's have
Another round
Let's
tonight.
have
Another round tonight.
Raise a glass to
To freedom.
something
They
that
never take away.
no
No
matter
matter what they sell you.
Raise a glass
As
to
the fear of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
telling the
The story of tonight.
Raise a glass
That's the freedom.
something
They
that
never take away
no matter
what they sell you.
Let's have
Another round tonight.
Tomorrow
There'll be more of us.
telling
The glory of tonight. The story of tonight. Freedom. The story of tonight. Freedom. Tell the story of tonight. Skyler.
Rich folks love more than going downtown, slumming it with the poor. They pull up in their carriages and gawk at the students in the colleges to watch them talk. Take Philip Schuyler, the man is loaded. But little does he know that his daughter's Peggy Angelica Eliza's into the city just to watch other guys.
Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy. Skyler's sister. Daddy doesn't have to know. Daddy's ready to go. Look around. Revolution's happening in New York. Work.
In the square, silence on our shore, ideas in the air.
Look around. I'm looking for a mind that'll work. Looking for a mind that'll work. Looking for a mind that'll work. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a restaurant and someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. But you're slumming in the city in your fancy hills. You searching for an urchin.
What do you mean?
You ideals.
You disgust me.
Oh, so you disgust me. I'm a trust fund.
Well, baby, you could trust me. But comes pain. Then I'm insane. Revolution. I want a revelation. Relation. Hold these truths to be self-evident. Open, created equal. Women in the sequel. Work. Look around. Oh. I want to be alive right now. It's happening and happening. It happened to be the greatest city in the world. The greatest city in the world. Self-evident that all men created equal. Look around. We ought to be alive right now. It's happening, and it happened to be in the greatest city in the world. The greatest city in the world. Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, Tyler sisters. For mine that'll work. Greatest city in the greatest city.
My name is Samuel Seabury, and I present three thoughts on the proceedings of the Continental Congress. Heed not the babble, scream evolution. They have not your interest at heart.
Oh my God, tear this dude apart.
Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Do let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me. They play a dangerous game and pray the king shows you his mercy. For shame, for shame.
Happy moment, the sound of screams, but the revolution is coming. I have not to go in this next part. I listen to you with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already haunts us. Honestly, you shouldn't even talk. But what about Boston? You look at the cost and all that we lost, and you talk about
Congress does not speak
my
my
dog speaks more.
Oh, sell me some. I don't have no money to buy it. That's the problem. Yeah, give me some.
You repeat yourself again. I'm gonna scream. Honestly, look at me. Great. So weird. Don't like the key, then not debate with me. Why should a tiny island across the sea regulate the president? Leave her. I'd rather be divisive than indecisive. Drop the niceties.
Oh God, here we go. From the king, message from the king.
You
Say, the price of my love is a price that you're willing to pay. It's right. See when you girl in the sea, when it see me come by. So sad. Remember the arrangement with you in the way. And he's mad. Remember that arrangement.
You'll be
Back. Soon you'll see, it'll be remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. We'll never better served you well. Don't rise, empires fall. Push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion and be of my love. La da 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 da. What's wrong with it? Is it laced? I'm gone. My favorite subject. Royal subject. And ever. And ever and ever and ever. Be back. I was war.
I will fight the fight.
Oh, what? It's a musical. What do you expect?
For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we heard. 'Cause when push
Comes to shove, Will kill your friends and family. Remind you of my love. La da 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 To your father, 32,000 troops in.
If they tell my story, I am either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. We will fight for this land. There's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand it's the only way to rise up. Rise up.
General. Here comes a general. Here comes a general. Here comes a general.
Just a millisecond. Let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Now I'm the model of a modern major general, the venerated Virginian veteran who's made all night enough to put me up on a pedestal, writing letters to relatives, embellishing my elegance and eloquence. But the elephant is in the room. The truth is in your face. When you hear the British cannons go.
Okay, welcome back.
Success is fleeting. Can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? We put a stop to the bleeding as the British take Brooklyn. Tonight takes Brooklyn. Look.
Outman. Outnumbered, outplanned. We are right hand man.
Down the battery, check the damages. We gotta stop them and rob them with their advantages. Let's take a stand and the God is granted us Harrington and the damage. Let's steal the cannons. Watch the blood and the shit spray. And all the cannon live abandoning kids play. And there's another shipping. Southern tipping. We got on a hollow trip. We can't afford another slip. Guns and horses, idiot. I decided to pick up my forces. This image of the British got the city up. This close to giving up. Face the man, scrutiny. I scream in the face of this man. Mutiny. He's the men with which I am to defend America. Right at midnight, Manhattan in the distance. I cannot everywhere at once. People, I'm in dire need of assistance. Your Excellency, sir. Aaron Burr, sir. Permission to state my case as you were, sir. I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck, Quebec. Well, in summary, I think that I can be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance. I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west. Yes, well, Your Excellency, we wanted to see Colonel can come in. Have you met Burr? Yes, sir. We keep meeting. As I was saying, sir, I look forward to seeing your strategy play out. Burr, sir, close the door on your way out. Have I done something wrong, sir? On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you. But I have to laugh.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta switch this out with the water that I put in the freezer. I hate warm water. If I'm stuck drinking water, it has to be ice fucking cold. Okay, I'm back. My nurse. I was talking to her the other day, like a couple weeks ago, actually, and I was telling her because of the heat, I like to, when I'm stuck with just water to drink, I like my water to be ice cold. She goes, no, I like my water to be room temperature. I went, what? She goes, yeah, only way I like my water cold is if I'm like trying to cool off. But if I'm like trying to quench my thirst, it has to be room temperature. I'm like, okay, thank you, but no thank you. I'm going to barf. Because when it's cold, I can't drink it that fast, and so I don't really quench my thirst. Okay? You do you. Have fun. Another reason I don't like drinking water. City tap water, especially New Haven city tap water, is disgusting. It's disgusting! I can't stand the tap water around here. Ugh. But I have to deal. I have nothing else. Exactly. Nasty shit. Besides, I'm trying to drink as much water as possible since I don't have much to eat. You weren't here earlier, Tuxedo, but I have nothing but chicken patties left in the fridge. I mean, freezer. And and that's all I've been eating for like 3-4 days now, and it's like, oh my god, if I eat another chicken patty, I'm gonna barf. And so until Monday, I'm doing nothing but drinking water. I can't even have coffee in the morning. No sugar, no creamer. Which means by tomorrow morning, since I've gone 24 hours today with no coffee, by tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up with a migraine. With what? I have nothing. Y'all keep saying, oh, eat something else or mix it up with the... I have nothing. You name it, I'm probably going to be like, don't have it. So give me suggestions. I'll take suggestions, but I'm 10 to 1. I don't have it. And I'm broke. Oh, excuse me.
Get you on this staff. Sir, don't get me wrong. You're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Green and Henry Knox wanted to hire you.
Yes, to be their secretary. I don't think so.
Well, why are you upset?
I'm not.
It's all right. You want to fight. You've got a hunger. It's just like you when I was younger. Made full of fantasies of dying like a martyr. Yes, dying is easy. Young man,
Living is harder.
Why are you telling me this? I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a power cake about to explode. I need.
Oh yeah, by tomorrow morning I'm gonna, because today's the first day with no coffee. And by tomorrow I'm gonna have a migraine. I know it.
I am not throwing away my shot, son.
You know what? I'll watch this again some other time. Turn off the controller so I don't kill the battery. And I want to watch my program that's on USA. Wonder what episode is on now, because I've seen all the episodes, so I know. Catch of the day.
50 pounds and a half and 2 tables have a last 12 hours. Gotta love Big Willie. How are the plans going for his sister's wedding? Oh, great. East Ballroom. Jack it out. Sam's wrangled up 1,000 live lobsters for riding within the hour. The man loves his shellfish.
I miss this show.
Oh, trust me, it's great. Big Willie's daughter's a huge fan. Oh, she's gonna have one hell of a wedding. Yeah, nothing but the best for Sam's number one client.
Mary?
Hi.
We were just wondering about so.
Yes, certified organic, no tallow or animal testing. I promise you, this adventure will not only be enjoyable, but be cruelty-free.
I'm watching the show that takes place where you live, Steph.
It was awesome to play one. The next thing I know, my agent and manager will have our month to see who's gently dragging me down here.
So you're not upset?
No, I just haven't played a private part in years. And I was thinking,
Bublé, Michael Bublé.
keep things really fresh.
Fresh is good.
Good. That's what it is. All my life.
That sounds great. I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm not in the business of looking out your house. Yes, that's Sam's job. Listen, that's entertain and just keep him company for a couple of hours. I'm buried at work. Believe me, you won't regret it. Still trying to pawn off your 9th grade boyfriend? He wasn't just my boyfriend. When I met Jay, he just moved for the 3rd time in a year. My 14's going on. No one would talk to me. God, girls can be so mean. I just needed someone to talk to. I needed a friend. And that's when I met Jay. He was always there for me no matter what. Didn't you break his nose? Only after you tried to kiss me. Oh, that doesn't sound like you at all. I used to be a tomboy. But that's quite a change. Promise me. Both of you, you'll be nice.
Be.
I promise I'll be nice. Me too.
Yeah, I'll promise I'll be nice too.
Hey, what's new? 3 drunks, 2 card counters, and a guy who insisted he was Elvis demanded a free phone.
Really? Was it him? Was it the king?
Like the queen, he's wearing a dress. Surveillance. What? When? Thanks. Someone just stole a lobster delivery truck.
Where's Danny?
So, why Vegas?
That's the last items on my to-do list.
To-do list.
I have 4 more to go. Witness the desert sunrise, sing over the canals of Venice, and skydive over Sin City.
And that's only 3.
We always save the best for last. Make love to the first girl I ever kiss.
That's so sweet.
Delinda, you were the first girl I ever kissed.
Well, that last one might take you some time.
Well, I hope not. We'll have a month to live. Dying of cancer.
Wrong theme song. The theme song they use on the DVDs is not this. The theme song they use on the DVDs is Elvis, a little less conversation, a little more action, which I absolutely adore. They're doing an all-day marathon of this. This is going to be on until 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I love it.
Firehouse Subs. While we're still making our hot, hearty, mouth-watering subs, order online at firehousesubs.com or use the Firehouse Subs app. Your order will be boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup or delivery. This is Firehouse Subs. Hey, hold on 1 second. Sure.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still here, Steph.
Hey, save driver, save 40%. Guys.
Where am I going to go? I have nowhere to go.
Save driver, save 40%.
Save driver, save 40%. That's safe driver, save 40%.
It is. That's Safe Driver Save 40%.
It's right there.
Well, I should know what theme song they had on the DVDs. My mom had every single one of them.
That's totally it. That's totally
Okay, you know what?
Safe driver,
Fuck
save
this. I will
40%.
mute the commercials. Fuck commercials. I know, it's been almost 2.5 hours I've been on here. But like I said, I have nothing else better to do, so fuck it. Oh, you know what scared the shit out of me last night? It was while I was having those panic attacks. I was like in the middle of, it was like, I think it was like, and like I said, I didn't go to bed like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning last night. So it must have been like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning when this happened. But I'm sitting here trying to calm my ass down on my bed and shit. I think these fucking little gnats are getting into my fucking smoke detector. Because there was no smoke, no fire, nowhere. But all of a sudden, I hear out of nowhere, for no goddamn reason, this one loud beep made me jump 10 feet in the air. Like, fuck, yo. It did, man. I'm sitting there, I'm on Jackbox, playing Jackbox with people on Twitch and shit. And just having a good time, just trying to calm down and shit. And I'm sitting here and all of a sudden, beep! And I'm like, no, that's right. I hadn't started playing Jackbox yet. It was like dead silent in here. I was just going through my phone on shit. Doing shit on my phone, playing games and shit on my phone. And usually when I do that, I don't have the sound on because there's too many fucking ads. So, it was dead silent in here when all of a sudden that went off. And I'm like, okay. Y'all want me to die of a heart attack. Fine. Kill me and get it over with, but fuck. God damn. God, I am so fucking hungry.
Traffic control followed the truck over the 15th, but by the time Metro had any cars in the area, it was long gone. I need you to find that son of a bitch who stole that truck, all right? And with all due respect, they stole lobsters. Yeah, lobsters from Big Willie Chin. On his last visit, he dropped $10 million.
Okay, totally. Hit me up.
What kind of cancer? If you really sick When you be in a hospital?
There's nothing I can do for it. Just lying around with cancer was really depressing. Not to mention a total waste of time.
Yeah, trying to think with me, is it?
If there's a chance you'll say yes.
You forget, I've known you since the 9th grade, and I still remember all those pranks you used to pull.
Pranks, me?
Like at graduation, you had all the diplomas printed in invisible ink. Saying you have cancer just to get me to bed would be right up your alley. Except this time it's not funny.
This is not a joke. That's all we have. Looks like a foot. Looks like a foot too. Well then, I guess our work is done here today, boys. We were all barefoot.
I can't believe you lost my lobsters.
Nobody lost your lobsters. They were stolen.
Ed, Big Willie invited his closest, dearest, richest friends to his daughter's wedding. I plan on harpooning a few stray whales before they migrated out of town. I need my lobsters.
Well then, Captain Ahab, I suggest you hunt some more down.
Yes, sir.
Desert sunrise, singing in front of thousands, or skydive over the
You too, Tuxedo. Talk to you later.
So that's decided. Skydive.
I don't think you heard me. I said no.
Okay. Sleep with me.
Not me neither.
That's just some of the best memories I have are because I did things that I swore I never would do, like running with the bulls and handball.
Let's do skydiving. Okay. What if my chute doesn't open and I crater at 200 miles an hour? It's not going to be fun.
Oh, come on, don't be silly. That can never happen.
Really?
And even crater, you bounce.
Bounce.
So,
Took you bounce.
after we skydive.
I don't want to sound like a starstruck teenager or anything, but I just love hearing you sing. You are like Frank Sinatra and Bobby Darin all rolled into one.
Mine?
Yeah, I don't know him. Does he sing too?
No, I want to do mine.
You're kidding.
Mine has always been my first love.
But they really hired you to sing.
No, Big Willie hired me to perform. It says on the contract. What I do is up to me.
Come on, you can't give up singing now. Your career. It's just taking off.
Just watch. I call this one Buble in the bubble.
Okay, then. Michael. 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 Michael.
Mary, you don't have to yell. Mimes can hear. They just can't talk.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So let me get this straight. You want 1,000 my lobster?
Yes.
You stole my boyfriend.
Yeah, but he
At our engagement party.
didn't tell me who he was. Sweetie, like I was a jerk. So if you think about it, I actually saved you years of pain and suffering. I mean, I think that you and I could possibly be best girlfriends.
Why would you even come to me?
Because of your incredible reputation, of course. Everybody knows about you. Wendy, freshest seafood in Vegas.
And everyone in town already said no.
What are you talking about? You're my first choice.
What's it worth to you?
How much do you charge for lobster dinner?
$85.
I'll take 1,000 lobster dinners to go. I'll even round it out to a full 100 grand. Can't shit you.
Make it 200, you got yourself a deal.
Whoa, what's with the additional 100 grand?
Pain and suffering.
Deal. Let me see one of those bad boys. Wait, where is,
Claws?
yeah.
The Pacific lobster. No claws.
Enjoy the pain and suffering.
Hey. I need a favor.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I've been on here for almost 2.5 hours.
I didn't want the place to put my neighbor, did you?
I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Yes, but we'll deal with that later. I need you to pull someone's medical record.
You too. Let me wait for Stephs to say goodbye, because if I don't, I'll get bitched at.
We lost the pimples.
Yeah. What's the matter?
Cancer. So he says.
She said, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I was sorry too until I realized he was probably lying.
Why would somebody lie about something like that?
If I told you, you'd kill quicker than his cancer ever could.
And we just said you're the cheery one.
Well, that's before my musical act decided to become a mime.
Mimes are fun.
My life is over.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. You know what you need?
Gun?
Okay, don't say goodbye, Steph. She must be busy with the customer. I'll message her.
Sing my musical act to sing.
No, you need the karaoke. Come on.